It's been 2 years, you know? You can't forget that love. I love Tamar with my entire heart. I loved her from day one with my entire heart. My heart, my body, my soul, my spirit. I loved her with everything I had. And I stood by her through thick and thin. I went to bat for my girl, as a man should, no matter what. And I'll continue to do it today. I'll continue to stand by Tamar, no matter what. But we can't forget the victims of something else. And those are the victims of domestic assault, domestic violence. Domestic violence happens to men. 40% of domestic abuse and domestic violence occurs against men. I mean, this number is highly underreported. 30, 40, 50% of men don't report domestic abuse for a number of reasons. One is the police sometimes don't pay attention. How you gonna get beat up? The police don't pay attention. It's also a stigma. It's a stigma. You know, your wife hate you, your wife is hating you, your girl is hating you. It's a stigma in our society for a man to report that he's been abused. But there's a lot of men who are being abused. Every black man also carries a stigma of being an aggressive black man. Somebody who, you know, you can't tame, somebody who's aggressive. And it's really sad. You know, I remember, you know, there was somebody who attacked Tamar a few months ago. I thought very unfair at the time and now about, you know, something. It was a lady who attacked her on social media about something she did in her past with a guy who they said was married, which, you know, I still believe to be, you know, so not something that is true, you know, despite what people say. And I got on her case for the only reason being, you can't attack while we're trying as a people, black people in America, to overcome racial injustice and you know, all the bad things that have happened to us. We can't be attacking each other. And when she attacked, you know, Tamar, I came to her defense because I didn't believe it was right for one black woman to attack another black woman in America. We should stand together. So I'm going to make a pledge. I will not subscribe to that, us attacking each other. We must just speak the truth. We can't attack. I will never bring myself to attack Tamar, somebody I've spent so long with. I never will. It's just not something I will do. I'll speak the truth. Here's the truth. I've been a victim of domestic violence, domestic assault. I was attacked. I was driving on high speed, and I was attacked. A blow to my neck, my jugular. For those of you who know about medicine and the jugular, that's what carries blood to your brain. When you're hit there, it discombobulates you. And I thought I was gonna crash. You know, but I was driving fast. I had to call my mom. I called my mom, a 50-year-old guy, having to call his mom when he's driving. And my mom started praying. Tamar was in the car. My mom started praying. Only to find out that after the blow, I was being secretly recorded. Something that's illegal and unfair. And the tapes being sent to my family. The tapes of me in distress, in pain, calling my mom, were being sent to my family and other people. Sorry. Anyway, my car was destroyed. I drive a Rolls Royce, many of you know. Almost $30,000 in damage. And I can't really continue to speak about this because the cops are involved. It's a criminal case now for the damage, damage to the car, the taping, the assault. But I'll tell you something. Despite all that, and despite the fact that we're separated, and we're pretty much over, the love never goes away. I love Tamar from the bottom of my heart. I always have, and I will continue to. No matter what she needs, I'll be there as a support for her. The way I've been from day one. Whatever she needs, I'll be there. That's my promise. And I will not speak out ill against somebody I love so much. I've always loved. So, I want to end with one thing, a phrase, which was sent to me by my cousin. And it was Exodus 14:14. God will fight your battles. You only have to be silent. So, I'm going to let the police case, reach its logical conclusion. The courts reach their logical conclusion. And I'm going to continue what I believe to be my mission, and that's to help people. And so, I'll continue to do that. And that's what we're going to do today. But before I say that, I'm going to say one thing about what was told about me grabbing or hitting Tamar or anybody else. It's a complete and absolute falsehood. I've never, ever, ever, and never will, ever put my hand on a woman. Ever. I grew up in a household. My parents were together for 50 years. They were married. I lived in the home for 21 years, but I observed them for over 40 years. And my mom and dad were the most loving and kind couple to each other. I never saw my dad hit my mom. I never heard my mom hit my dad or see it. My mom used to call the boys. There were three of us. There were 3 boys and 3 girls. My mom used to call the boys, and she used to tell us, do you ever see your dad hit me? Do you ever see your dad lay a finger on me? Never one time did my dad. I never witnessed domestic assault growing up, ever. Not from a friend, not from a cousin, I never did. I didn't grow up in that environment. My mom also used to tell us, do you ever see your dad cheat on me? My dad never cheated on my mom, not one time. Not that I know of, not that she admits, even after she's 81. She's here now, just for spiritual support. She's my spiritual support, my mom. And so I grew up with 2 covenants that I made to myself, and 2 covenants that I made to my God. I would never hit a woman, and I would never cheat on the woman that I was dating or I was married to. 2 covenants I have never broken. I will never hit a woman. Any man who hits a woman, God gave us women to be our partners, to be our rock, to be our strength. You hit a woman, you deserve to go to jail for a long time. Women are not as strong as us physically. You do not touch women. Not in my home. Not ever. Not ever. And you never cheat on your girl. Ever. Not one time. The moment a guy lays a hand on you, he deserves to go to jail. The moment a guy cheats on you, you deserve to leave him. I will never do those 2 things. I never, ever laid a hand on Tamar Braxton or any woman in my entire life. What you've been told is false. It's a criminal investigation that's going on. I'm the victim, and the truth will come to light. I'm really hoping there's no issues of perjury. on the other side. It really is, it's important that you can say whatever you want on social media. Don't tell the cops something that's not true. And I told the cops exactly what happened. I was a victim, never laid a hand on her, and never, ever, ever, ever will lay a hand on a woman. And that's the life of that.